What's up, movie Schmoedown fans? It's me again. I'm back. I'm not going to bore you guys with the details. I'm just going to go ahead and watch this match because I'm already more than 2 weeks behind on all of them, and it just feels like at this point I'm just going to watch matches whenever I have time to or whenever I want to. So this one is between Ellison and JTE for the #1 contender match, which is pretty interesting. Ellison with a glorious, wonderful victory over the quitter Jeff Snyder, and JTE beating Adam Collins, proving once again that he is a legend killer. Let's just hope that he's not going to kill the legend that is Ellison. These guys, surprisingly, have never actually faced each other one-on-one. As a matter of fact, I don't think they've even faced each other in teams, which is pretty shocking, considering how long these two guys have been in the Schmoedown ring. But yeah, obviously I'm on the side of corruption here. Nothing against JTE. It's just I like Ellison better. So yeah, as always, participating myself as well, but don't expect any answers out of me at all. So here we go. Oh, from Gucci to Juice. Oh, it's been such a long time since they've had a cutscene. I've really missed the cutscenes. Why did they stop making those, by the way?
The IRS will not stop breathing down my neck.
It's like they got some kind of personal vendetta against Bobby Finstock, isn't it?
Whoa.
Okay.
Gucci to Juice. Alright.
Oh, wow.
This is a $6,000 keytar. This thing could resurrect Frank Stallone from the grave, and he's not even dead.
It's huge. How's he gonna carry that thing? That looks heavy. And of course it's the Finstock Exchange theme song.
Oh yeah. The Dungeon and the Jerky Mercs aren't gonna know what hit them.
The Jerky Mercs. Nice.
Welcome back to the movie Trivia Schmoedown. We are at the Scum and Villainy Cantina in Hollywood, California. I am Christian Harloff, joined by Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and what a match we have tonight.
Baby Carrot.
It's a #1 contender match. It is in the singles division. The winner goes to New York City.
New York City, where they make less than great salsa, but they have epic movie trivia matches. One of these gentlemen will get the luxury of competing in said match. You got Chance the Cobra Ellison today. You got JTE, which stands for something. One of them is going to go all the way to New York City. The other is going to be left with a pretty sour taste in their mouth because both of these fellows we know, Christian, they're top-notch movie trivia minds, but they're great competitors on top of it.
They're both looking to do something that, well, JTE challenged Mark Riley for the title back in 2016. He has not been back there in a bit. He's won the comeback player of the year before, and he's making a run to do it again. He has beaten every single time you put him up against somebody, whether it's Bibiani, McWeeny, and Adam Collins, JTE has pulled off a win. Chance Ellison has been such a dominant teams player, won the Inner Geekdom, but he always was going after that singles championship. Never got himself to the #1 contender match.
He's a three-division threat.
He did it by beating the former partner of JT, Jeff Snyder, to get here today.
That's right. What do these gentlemen's heads look like? No one knows. They wear hats constantly. But for a closer look at some of their other,
that is true,
at least pertaining to Schmoedown moments, let's
hats.
take a look at this epic promo.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go!
Wow, I thought it was going to start.
Woo! That's why he's not in the tournament, because he's going to win the belt.
Chance Ellison will go on to play JTE.
I have never been this close to a single title shot. I can almost taste it. This train cannot stop.
I accept every challenge that comes in front of me. I have the track record. I have the confidence that I could beat any person in this league.
Okay, one follow-up question. Do you know who Chance Ellison is?
Chance Ellison having an extraordinary run at the moment and getting himself to be right here where he is.
I've heard of him. I have heard of him.
He may be on corruption, but we just beat corruption and we'll beat him again.
You know, you think after my loss with Haas, I'd be a little apprehensive to get back into the ring with another exchange member. You'd be wrong.
Congratulations, you TKO'd me today.
Oh,
I got
that's a
JTE
spoiler,
coming
I think.
in the future
Isn't it?
to maybe face me in this bar right here. How about I return the favor?
That loss to Haas and me wanting to destroy somebody. JTE.
Give me a second.
Hi, I'm Josh Engineer.
Indy.
Call me
Indiana
JTE.
Bones.
JT me.
Chance is a singles and teams player, and he's got a lot of work to do ahead of him. So we're regrouping, we're refocusing, and we're moving on from this.
You had your moment in the sun, you had a great run, and you had luck on your side when you beat Adam Collins.
Some people might have been scared to play Collins. Some people might be scared to play some of these other teams I faced this year with Rushmore. And unfortunately, I'll probably have to play somebody in my own faction for the belt because we have some of the best rookies in the whole league.
All you could seem to talk about was going to New York and winning that belt. You overlooked me. I consider that an offense. I consider that a disrespect.
The Schmoedown has a ticket to New York City, and it's got Chance Ellison's name written all over it.
Where do you put Chance if he beats JTE?
You got to give the same service you give to Rachel Cushing. There's something impressive about having played for all 3 championships. I do think it's an impressive thing to have done.
Just like Collins, I want to play, some of the best players out there, and this is just another player who a lot of people respect. He's had a great year.
My road ends at that belt. Your road ends tonight, and it ends with me.
Now, give me just a moment here. I want to check something.
Well, you see how much they want it. You see, obviously, how much it means to both corruption, because corruption in New York could potentially have Marisol McKee versus Chance Ellison, and that is automatic points right away.
Spicy! I see some corruption shirts in our great studio audience today.
And obviously the fans would like to see that, but in order to do that, she's got to get past Ethan Irwin, which we know what kind of run he's having right now. But either way, it's a possibility.
The Chance Ellison versus Moose
No one thought JT was going to have the run that he's having. JT has looked dominant on his way back.
That's what happens, I guess, when you're
whether it's doing what he's doing
so
now
far behind.
This match is about as much of a
well, I guess we're going to have to watch that.
I thought Giuliani got rid of corruption in New York City in the mid-90s, but we could have corruption, either the faction, or it could be the fifth.
I guess I know what my next match is.
Champion by Tom Dagnino, who himself is corrupt with a C.
That's right, and you can see that match on this network. All right,
the network!
Hey, look at you! Salesmanship.
That's what I do. All right, so I ask you, my friend, are you ready?
Oh, yeah, I showed up. I got it, at least from the top,
Well, we'll see.
I might be wearing shorts. You don't know.
I don't. I'll let them know. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Three rounds in the singles division. You hear that music coming out in just a moment here. You'll know who's coming out first as...
This is an anticipated match and sort of a clandestine.
That is what the Cobra does. Don't say I didn't warn you.
That's the Cobra's music. You can hear him, and he has been fired up and determined ever since he entered the scene.
It sounds like all those minions in the end of Rise of Skywalker chanting for Palpatine, except they're going crazy for the Queen of Corruption and her competitor today in this match.
And you know how, and there is, as we see him coming, they're starting to walk through. Chance Ellison and Shannon Barney have such amazing chemistry between manager and competitor, and how much he trusts her, she trusts him. And this is their moment right here today. And there is Shannon Barney, the Queen of Corruption, walking out. And there is the Cobra, Chance Ellison. Big round of applause for Chance.
Crowd loving him. It seems to be a pro-corruption so far. And these are the moments that Chance Ellison lives for.
Introducing first, representing Corruption, with a record of 6 wins, 4 defeats, and 2 knockouts. He is the time!
Two-time
Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion of the World, the Cobra, Chance Ellison! Mixed. I like that. It's like a mixed reaction from the crowd.
Right, he looks like a scarier Rorschach from The Watchmen.
Scarier Rorschach! How do you become scarier than Rorschach?
Of the Finn Stock Exchange.
Is it classic?
At this point, it might be.
David B's pretty talented.
Dum dum.
There is
Or
the
maybe
Finn
not.
Stock Exchange music.
Will we see Finstock?
No, we will not. Finn Stock will not be here.
There's the
I
barbarian.
bet he shows up. Probably.
Da,
shows
da,
up.
da,
He's probably playing in his car right now, I'll tell you that somewhere. But he will not be here today. Moose Haas. And then there is the music.
Managerial duties. Intimidating having your first managerial appearance in a big epic
Big time. But here they come, Mark. There is the Barbarian.
Oh, he's walking him out.
The Barbarian. And they're getting around for us.
Ty Lieberman, the tyrant is here.
Barbarian punched the
There's
wall.
the kid.
Barbarian with two masks on.
There's
And
Marzonia.
There he is.
Hey, there he is.
His opponent with a record of 12 wins, 10 defeats, and 1 knockout. Representing the Finstock Exchange. He is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion of the World, JTE!
The crowd chanting JTE. The crowd loving both competitors here.
mixed.
There's the
Not
Moose.
as many boos as we've
Wow.
heard, just
He
luscious
is
rounds of applause and
huge.
cheers for these
Even
two great movie
Moose
trivia
Haas is
stars.
just
They both
huge, or
have
the
their
other one's
audience,
just
and
really
they
tiny.
both have their haters.
That's
And
weird to see
here
him like that.
Are the two competitors. Round number 1. This match is worth 4 points for the faction. The winner will go to New York to face either Marisol McKee or Ethan Irwin.
Round number 1 of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown match works as thus. It is an in-studio match, so we do ask the two competitors to remove your hats. I'm kidding, you can keep them on for all 3 rounds. Question in round number 1 is each worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. As soon as we ask the question, you have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please show what you wrote to, well, a lot of folks. The audience, to both managers, to the camera, and also Christian and myself. Once we say correct or incorrect, we'll move on to the next question. 8 in total. If you get a perfect round, we ask you a bonus question. We'll get there should we have to cross that bridge. In the meantime, we'll remind each competitor of your 3 usages of the JTE rule, named for some guy. If you need a repeat, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge you may utilize at any point throughout the 3-round match. We'll bring in managers, we'll deliberate to our heart's content, and it will ultimately be your manager that confirms and ratifies if said challenge is taking place. Christian, you're going to ask the question out of courtesy. I don't think you need to, but I know you like doing it. Have at it.
JTE, are you ready?
Let's rock.
Chance Ellison, are you ready?
Let's get it.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! Question number 1 from the realm of fantasy sci-fi. What 1990s sci-fi action film features the tagline, "Protecting the Earth from the scum of the universe"?
All right, I'm going to give you.
Okay, they're starting with something I know.
Tell me which decade you want to watch the fantasy sci-fi movies from the most.
80s.
That was a quick answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please. JTE.
Men in Black.
Men in Black?
Correct. And Chance.
Men in Black.
Here come
1-1.
the Men in Black. Galaxy
All right,
Defender.
your next category is
Sorry, I
animated
had to.
movies drawn by hand or on a computer, some clay in there sometimes. Your question for a point. What year saw the release of the films Paranorman, Frankenweenie, and Wreck-It Ralph?
Chance Ellison just might as well not even ask that question.
Yeah, he seems mad that I asked it.
He does.
Glad they said Wreck-It Ralph because
4,
that
3,
forced me to change my answer last minute.
1. Pens down. Hands up. And Chance, we start with you.
Excellent year for
2002?
animation, 2012.
12, sorry.
Yes, sir. And JTE.
Way off. 2006.
Wow. All right. Chance Ellison.
Very well.
Striking first blood. And Chance looks determined. Here we go. Here is question 3 from the 1980s. Who plays accountant Jonathan the Duke Mardukas in the film Midnight Run?
Ah, see why they gave him that nickname.
Yes. Great movie.
Okay, I'm gonna
No, I've
put
never
this
seen
to
the whole
side.
thing.
Oh, you're
I'm
stupid
sorry.
person.
I'm a
And
bad
drink some tea.
5, 4.
Let's use a JT me.
No, JTE me, okay.
A JT me.
Who plays accountant Jonathan the Duke Mardukas in the film Midnight Run? That's JTE's first.
You know, we have two great managers here today, Moose Haas, Shannon Barney. Do we trust them that close to the beer taps?
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please. JTE, we start with you.
Charles Gordon.
Yes.
Charles Gordon.
Wait, let me see that again, JT.
Oh, Gordon. Charles Gordon.
That is incorrect.
Charles Grodin.
That is correct.
Of course!
Good catch by you.
That's a
Those
classic
really
JTE!
like Grodin versus Gordon. Your next question.
Of course!
Category of
Of
famous
course
actors
he got it
and
wrong!
actresses.
Of
Big time
course!
people who have paparazzi follow them just like myself.
It
Your
never
question
ends
for a point.
for the guy.
Which actor co-starred in the films The Last Boy Scout, Bulletproof, and Mo Money?
So far right now, Chance Ellison seems
Oh,
to be
wow.
in the zone.
Locked
I
in,
mean,
but we see
I am
that
outscoring
JTE,
him at the
he can take
moment,
a
so-
punch and he can come back with an uppercut.
Every single time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please. And we start with Chance.
Damon Wayans.
Yes. And JTE.
Damon Wayans.
Yes.
There you go.
All right.
They actually
You got it.
spelled
Both
right
managers
this time.
reminding their competitors to show the boards across the room.
All right. Here's the next question. This is question 5. Horror/thriller. Which comedian starred in, wrote, and directed the 1991 dark comedy horror film Nothing But Trouble?
Seems like a lot of work. Starring, writing,
a lot.
directing. No, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
I'll
nice.
take a nap.
Oh.
Starring, writing, directing, and comedianing.
No, it's not 5 yet. Almost.
No?
5, 4.
Well, I guess having
2.
so many jobs at the same time
Second one for JT.
brings you
All right.
nothing
Hey,
but trouble.
we give you 3 to use them.
All right. Which comedian starred in, wrote, and directed the 1991 dark comedy horror film Nothing But Trouble? That's JT's second.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did this movie influence your life?
0.0.
So 0 there.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. JTE?
Dan Aykroyd.
Yes. Chance.
Didn't have it.
Didn't have it. All right. So JT coming back a little bit. JT gets himself within 1. Uses that second JT, but that time it helped him out.
That's why we give them to you. Your next category is the world of comedies. Schmoedown is filmed before a live studio audience. Sit, Ubu, sit. Your question for a point. Who plays Calvin Joyner, a former popular star athlete that went to high school with Dwayne Johnson's Bob Stone in the film Central Intelligence?
Oh, JT knows that.
It's the
Of course he
first round
does.
has been getting a little tougher here for these competitors. No perfect round here for either JTE or
Got the
Chance Ellison.
writer sitting.
I'm
just
going for
to
the
our left.
obvious
They're really
guess.
enjoying this.
Probably wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and Chance.
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Yes, correct. All right. So Chance Ellison at the moment with a 1-point lead, 5-4.
But I mean, JT was on the set
Here is
of
question
that
7.
movie for
Romance.
promotional.
Who plays the
stuff or
character of Mary alongside Donald Gleason, Tim Lake, in the film About Time?
This was a Schmoes No reviewed film.
It was.
I believe it was positively reviewed.
Not initially by me, and I went back and watched it and said it was a stupid review the first time.
You're
I did
usually
5,
wrong.
4, that's true. 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please, and JTE.
Oh, that'd be Rachel McAdams.
Yes, and Chance.
Rachel McAdams.
All right, both get it. 6-5. 6-5.
All
Last
right.
question.
Who wouldn't love a movie about a time-traveling closet? Your next question.
I
Category
prefer,
of Western.
Police box, but that's
And it
that's
is.
just me.
John Ford directed John Wayne, James Stewart, and Lee Marvin in this 1962 Western film. Time travel devices. You have a DeLorean, you got a phone booth, and then these people are like, oh, let's do a closet. Like, what are we doing here? You know?
It's a lot more convenient. 5, 4.
That's an excellent point.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, and we start with Chance.
High Noon.
That is incorrect. And JTE?
Also had high noon.
We're looking for the man who shot Liberty Valance.
Wow, okay. So,
I
6-5
started
in
writing
this
the
number one
searchers,
contender
but
match so
that's
far.
also incorrect.
JTE misses 3, and Chance Ellison misses 2. So 6-5. 6-5 at the moment, and now we go into round number 2.
It's time for the most beloved character in all of the Schmoedown, the wheel, the real actual wheel, will emerge. Each competitor gets to spin at that thorough wheel once they settle on a category. 4 questions for that particular round will emerge. Each question's worth 2 points. There's no penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. Thievery, tomfoolery, all within the realm of play just for round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options, one of which we think is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question recedes to 1. JTE rules challenges still in effect. So it is a 1-point lead for Chance Ellison. Cobra, would you like to spin that wheel first or defer to your opponent?
I'll go first.
All right, so Chance is going to go first.
He loves answering questions, and he's ready to do so.
All right, so now Chance Ellison will be spinning first, and he will get a spin of the wheel. Chance, go ahead and give it a spin.
All right, here it goes. Round and round. No Meryl Streep, very disappointing to the studio audience, but we do have Meg Ryan, who I would call one of America's sweethearts.
Absolutely. So Chance Ellison, obviously for opponents and spinner's choice here.
And I'm going to go check my parking meter, and I will be back.
And the wheel keeps spinning and spinning and spinning.
You just hope it lands on something he wants, Christian.
Spinning.
Find out in a second. Here it is.
I hope he's not going to.
Chance Ellison will now take whatever the wheel settles on.
And it looks like,
Oh, I missed it. No!
Oh! That's next. 90s. So
right.
they're going to decide.
They're going to talk about whether we all want to give away another 30 minutes of our life here.
On that 90s.
We're going to spin again.
They're going to spin again.
And they're
Just maybe a
spinning
slightly
again.
lighter touch this time. That'd be great. All
Nope.
right.
It's not.
I don't think he really cares. I think whatever. So
Yeah.
PJ's going to go get a pizza, and we'll be right back.
Can I have a slice?
Maybe.
Round and round it goes, and you know, it reminds me of the time I was on my grandfather's farm, Christian. And back in those days, you had to handle chickens separate from turkeys. They couldn't mix.
You could tell me every year of your life before this wheel.
2 different proteins. So anyway, bottom line is we open an Arby's the next year.
Well, here we go, and it's going to be,
It's still going. It is still going to
Mel Brooks.
the great Mel
Well,
Brooks.
All right, so Chance
good with
Ellison
that, I guess.
is going to be up for Mel Brooks here. Chance, you get 4 questions. Here you go. First question. Who plays the young assistant Inga in 1974's Young Frankenstein? Five, 4.
Repeat the question.
First one. Who plays the young assistant Inga in 1974's Young Frankenstein?
Multiple choice.
Is it A. Cloris Leachman, B. Madeline Kahn, C. Terry Garr, D. Anne Bancroft?
Terry Garr.
Yes, for 1 point.
Just needed to hear the name again.
All right, Chance. Which actor from the Alien franchise makes a cameo in Spaceballs, parodying their famous death scene in the series?
John Hurt.
Yes.
John Hurt. The War Doctor himself.
In History of the World Part 1, how many commandments did God give to Moses before Moses dropped some of the tablets and ended up with 10?
Behold, you're 15!
In History of the World Part 1, how many commandments did God give to Moses before Moses dropped some of the tablets and ended up with 10?
I bring
Behold,
you these.
the 15!
10 commandments.
10 commandments!
What is your answer? What is your answer?
15.
Correct.
It's such a great joke.
Correct.
10!
All right.
The 10 commandments!
All right, here you go. Final question.
I love that
What
movie.
musician plays the role of a sneeze Robin's fellow inmate who helps him escape from captivity in Jerusalem in Robin Hood.
Oh,
Men in Tights.
Isaac Hayes.
2 more points.
Oh, I love that
He
movie,
needed
but
multiple choice in that first
I don't
one.
remember that.
There, he was
that
running
guy.
through that
Oh,
round
wow.
like a hot knife through butter.
Got
A
himself
sneeze,
a
father
8-point
of
lead.
a
It's
chew.
13-5. Ellison
I love
leads
that movie
after
so
that round.
much.
Only goes to multiple ones. So now JTE will spin.
You can spin it very lightly if you want to.
This is going to need to take a great feat of strength.
All right,
No,
JTE
what we
is here.
need is
Here's
a great
the spin
strength
by
of feet.
Lily.
I love that movie so much. Came out the year I was born, by the way.
Competitors playing well, not taking direction well early on.
Hey, but who knows?
You all,
if you got your own style, then
Fagelas?
that's what it's going to be.
Is your own style making
Lend me
everybody
your
stay an
ears.
hour for the babysitter?
I'm
That's
gonna sing,
disgusting.
Bohemian
Hear
Rhapsody
me.
right now.
I can go on forever
Hey,
talking
what
about
do you
that
see?
movie.
Is it a
I'm
little
sorry.
silhouette?
First movie I watched in this apartment after I moved in here, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's worth the price of
Moved
admission
back
for
in
everyone.
here, I
it
should
was.
say.
All right.
All right, welcome to Trivia and Humming with Christian.
And now I'm going to...
It's going to go around another 3 times.
Yeah, roll.
It's starting to settle. The wheel wants what it wants.
Oh.
It is
New releases. New releases. You got 60 seconds to decide if you want it, and if you don't, we're going to watch Ben-Hur.
A great place to watch
you're ready
that
to get back.
movie.
I'm ready to
You're
get back.
ready to get back. He's in shape, folks. All right, Moose and JTE having a constant.
What are you going to do?
We're gonna run with it.
Nice, JTE. Becoming quick favorite for me and you. JTE is now going to answer 4 questions in the realm of new releases. Mark, what do you got?
On behalf of everyone's time, JTE, thank you for taking the releases. For 2 points, your first question, you need me multiple choice. Which actress stars as Hunter Conrad, a woman that develops a dangerous addiction in the film Swallow?
Oh, what's her name?
I do love his mask, though. It's a xenomorph
5,
mask.
4.
Is it?
Well, multiple.
All right,
think it
4
is,
options for a point. Is it A, Rosamund Pike, B, Haley Bennett, C, Emily Blunt, or D, Rebecca Ferguson?
Rosamund Pike, I guess.
Can I just get a repeat of the options?
Yes, that's your one free repeat of the options. A, Rosamund Pike, B, Haley Bennett, C, Emily Blunt, or D, Rebecca Ferguson?
B.
B is correct for a point. Starting
Let
off
up
the same
some
way
steam,
Chance Ellison
Bennett.
did his round.
All right.
Your next question for 2 points. Who plays Dr. Emil Harding in the film Bloodshot?
Is it the Jeremy Irons character?
5.
That is Jeremy Irons in that movie,
4,
but is it
3,
Emil?
2.
No, it's
Multiple choice.
All right, 4 options for a point.
wait,
Is it A,
no.
Tyler Hoechlin, B, Guy Pearce, C, Peter Gallagher, or D, Toby Kebbell?
B. Guy
Toby
Pearce?
Kebbell.
B, Guy Pearce is correct, and he is
Really?
multiple choicing his way around this round, trying to keep pace with Ellison.
Oh, dang
Your
it.
third of 4 questions, as we call
I was
it the
thinking of the
penultimate
right
question in the
character,
category
just
of
not
new
the right
releases.
actor. It
Kate
is.
Walsh and Liam Neeson star in what 2020
Why did
film?
I think that was Jeremy Irons? That was Guy Pearce. Yeah.
Oh man, Liam Neeson.
5, 4.
Well,
3.
I was thinking of the right character, but didn't see the right
options for a
actor,
point.
so
Is it A,
no point
Made
for
in
me.
Italy, B, The Marksman, C, Honest Thief, or D, Ordinary Love?
Honest Thief, I don't know. Damn it! Why did I say Jeremy Irons? And I watched that
Can I get
movie
a repeat
twice.
of the
5.
options?
Recently.
You
last
need
one.
to use the JTE.
Last movie I watched in theaters
3.
before COVID
Honest
happened.
Thief?
That is correct for a point. He's taking high percentage shots. He's not scoring a lot of points, but he's getting correct
idea what
answers,
the answer
avoiding
was,
steal
but
opportunities for
doesn't matter.
Ellison. It's currently a 5-point lead for Chance. JT can cut it to as little as 3 entering round 3 if he hits this last question in the world of new releases. Here it is. What 2021 film follows the characters Usnavi, Benny, Nina, and Vanessa over the course of a few days in their New York neighborhood?
In the Heights.
Yeah.
That is correct for 2 huge points.
He needed it.
Now it's a much more
Oh, it's not
manageable
going to be
deficit.
happening that I
The
missed
JTE
that.
trails Ellison by a 3-point
I
ball
should have
game
known
heading
that.
into round 3.
We've seen JTE in this predicament more than 10 times. He has been in this so many times. 3 points means nothing.
as we get into round number 3. But Ellison does have a 3-point lead, and that is a scary situation to be in because Chance is so accurate.
That's right. I'm always accurate with this. The rules of round number 3. We need some help from each competitor in the form of numbers. Each competitor is going to give us a series of numbers. We need 3 from each of you. These numbers may range from 1 to 20. You may not pick the same integers as your opponent, as each numeral corresponds to a unique category of Schmoedown mystery. Your first question's worth 2 points. Your next question, 3 points. Your final question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points that could possibly affect who's booking flights where. So JTE trails by 3, meaning it is Chance Ellison having the right to give us his 3 lucky numbers first. From 1 to 20, what feels fortunate?
2, 12, 14.
2, 12, and 14 for the Cobra.
All evens.
For JTE.
11, 13, 19.
He went all odds, Christian.
11, 13, and 19. 19, okay. All right, so Chance Ellison chose 2, 12, and 14. JTE chose 11, 13, and 19. We're going to start with JTE. Here is the first one, JTE category 11. JTE category 11.
Shoulders.
He chose Pixar.
And he's actually crouching a bit. How
All right,
tall
here
is
is your
he?
2-point question, JTE.
He's massive.
JTE, who provides the voice of Sully in Monsters, Inc. and Monsters University?
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
2 points.
All right, he's within 1 of Chance's lead. He can take the lead outright if he hits his 3-pointer.
All right, so JTE, your second category was category 13.
That's going to give him the world of the 1980s.
1980s.
I think he was alive then.
All right, JTE for 3 points in the 1980s. Here it is. Morgan Freeman plays the character of Hope Colburn in what Oscar-winning drama from the 80s? Five, 4, 3.
JT me.
Last one.
JT me.
Wait, isn't he out? Oh, no.
No.
Never mind. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
last one.
No.
Morgan Freeman plays the character Hope Colburn in what Oscar-winning drama from the 1980s?
Between 2 here.
Just pick one.
5.
I'm going to say Glory.
For Driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy. So now all of a sudden, JTE is faced with mortality. 5-pointer. If he hits it, he forces Chance
really
Ellison and puts some pressure on
5-pointers.
his shoulders. If he misses it, it's a TKO win for Chance Ellison. More importantly, he is going to New York.
All right, here we go. JTE, for your 5-point question.
Yep.
Category 19. Animated. Here you go.
Oh boy.
What 2000s Disney films featured the songs Great Spirits, On My Way, and Look Through My Eyes?
Brother Bear. That's a good one. That's a good question.
5,
Tell everybody I'm
3,
on my way.
2.
Tangled.
And your winner!
By way of technical knockout,
Chance is getting that title shot that he's been going after for oh so long. Chance and corruption, 4 points. He's been waiting to hear.
I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if he's not gonna say, "Tell everybody I'm on my way to New York."
TKO over
in that
JTE.
post-game
Got faced with some tough categories for him in round at number 3. So that's the way the game goes as JTE and Chance attempt to exchange pleasantries after. He's now stealing Baby Yoda. He has stolen Grogu.
All right, so that was a massive
Taking
victory
it with me.
for corruption. That's 4 big points. 4 big points, and now Chance Ellison is gonna hope and pray that he sees Marisol McGee, because if Marisol beats Ethan Irwin,
It's an all
That's
corruption.
an automatic either 7 or 8 points.
That's what Shannon Barney's obviously rooting for. It's going to be a great matchup either way in New York. Might still have some tickets available at Schmoedownlive.com. But for right now, we are going to toss it over to the great Jillian. And she is going to have an interview with both the winner and the loser. Right now, she's going to be celebrating with corruption.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Scum and Villainy Cantina, I am here with your #1 contender, Chance the Cobra Ellison. Chance, how did it feel to hear you are the winner?
Oh, it feels great. Feels like this a long time coming. My first manager said, truth and destiny. Destiny's mine right now.
And you've been after this singles belt for quite a long time, and I've got some news for you. You're going to New York to compete for that singles belt. That's got to be an amazing feeling.
Oh, yeah. Going back to the stage that made me great. Won my first singles match on that very stage. And now I'm going to win my first singles belt on that stage.
Against Janine.
And Shannon, Chance, we do have a chance of getting another Corruption Invitational in New York. There is a chance of having a chance versus Marisol McKee as for the singles championship. You have to be such an amazingly proud manager right now.
I am beyond proud of these guys. I mean, what is better than a Corruption Invitational? Am I right? Don't answer that, crowd. It's nothing. Nothing is better than a Corruption Invitational.
And how do you feel about your gameplay today? I mean, a TKO.
You know what? I'm glad that Haas wore that TKO shirt because I got to take that and I got to give it right back to you. How does that feel, buddy? How does that feel, Tom? Well, I'd ask Tom, but he isn't caring enough to be here. But how does that feel, all you players, your entourage that's in the audience tonight? Probably not good.
As a matter of fact, I'd like to take a second to point out that if I can't end the season without at least one TKO, neither can the Exchange. We are the first faction to deliver the Finstock Exchange a TKO. Thank you very much.
Gotta love that attitude,
that is
Shannon
true.
Barney. I
You do the
mean,
math.
how does it feel to be back in front of a live audience? I have to ask.
Oh, it feels great. The cheers, the boos, everything in between. I love y'all. I'm glad you got to be here to witness me stomp JT into the dirt.
Ooh, corruption, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Chance Ellison, the new #1 contender for that singles belt. Congratulations on this win. Can't wait to see you in New York.
All right, thank you, Jill. And there's Chance Ellison. Obviously, Mark, he is very, very happy, as he should be. He's playing great this season. Even in his loss to Shazam in the championship, the way that he played in that speed round, he's locked in right now. And you could tell how focused he was. And you saw the way he celebrated when he lifted Shannon up. And he was so excited that he won. He's going to New York. And he mentioned he had played Janine in that incredible match in New York for his first win. And now he has an opportunity to go back there and win the title.
He knows the venue, he knows the catacombs, he knows how to play amongst throngs of adoring fans and hearing some boos along the way. But I also was struck by how confident Corruption is, not just in Chance, but how much the queen of Corruption, Shannon Barney, believes in the entire faction, including Marisol McKee, who has a big task ahead of her. But again, she wins. Chance is already going to be in New York. Could be an all-Corruption event.
Well, there's a lot of people counting Corruption out, which was stupid because they did the same thing that they did last year. They're moving up. You look at what happened. Mike Kalinowski, look at what Corruption has done, the team. You look at what Chance is doing. You look at Marisol's doing. Adam Collins is going to be in the tournament. So you can't count them out. You just can't. But this is going to be such an incredible match. And for those people who are wondering, well, I don't know if I'm going to get a ticket. I don't know what the main event is. You have an opportunity to see Chance Ellison go for the title against either Marisol McKee or Ethan Irwin. And in the undercard, you've got a round 2 matchup between Griffin Newman and Josh Horowitz. It's an event, the Schmoedownlive.com. You can get tickets. But JTE, he had a great run so far, and we look forward to hearing from what he's going to say right now. And he's with Jill.
JTE, unfortunately things didn't go your way today. What are your thoughts after this match?
I mean, I'm pretty proud. I did the best I could with the situation I was given. I even said in the third round there, I was between Glory and, of course, Miss Daisy. That was a tough one. It's a 50-50 shot.
Huge.
I also knew the guy Pierce, but I wasn't 100%. The new release is really tough for me because I'd seen half of the movies. So 2 of those were guesses. Thank God I went to multiple choice. So I'm proud of my strategy there to actually try to get as many points as I can to keep him from getting the steals. So do what I can.
Now, new releases. That's
What's
some people say is a very
tragedy?
tough category, and
I
I,
mean,
do
to be
think
fair,
there's
that is
people in the
what,
audience that went, ooh, when you stuck
Gabi
with new
says
releases. What was the
in
thought process through keeping
the
that
original
slice?
Peter Pan. So
Trying to stay away from some other slices. Pretty much I said going in, as long as I don't get a certain slice on there, I'm sticking with it. Because
I think we
there
all
could be
know
some
which
deep
slice
cuts
that
in some of
was.
those. I feel like new releases, I stay up to date with movies pretty well. The first film, I Swallow, I actually saw. Just couldn't remember the actor's name, so I needed the multiple choice to hear it. It was tough. It was a tough category, tough spin, but at the end of the day, I'm just happy I got myself in a position to at least bring him to his 5, but I couldn't quite get there. It all came down to Glory and Driving Miss Daisy. I will remember every Morgan Freeman name going forward for the rest of my life.
Now, Haas, we did hear Chance make a comment on that shirt you're wearing. Do you have anything to say in response to that?
Our faction sells merchandise.
I mean, so does Corruption. They made a Marisol shirt.
Well,
What are
that's
you
a
saying?
very solid answer. Now, speaking of Corruption, JTE, we did notice that didn't look like Chance
would
shook
have
your hand after
that
match.
shirt
what are your
right
thoughts on
now.
that?
If they were actually
I did it
shipping
as a sign of
international-
respect. He showed no respect,
Skybound, so-
and I hope to play him again one day so I could do the same thing right back to him.
My goodness. All right. Well, sorry that it did go your way, JTE, but you know that we love seeing you compete, don't we, guys? Gotta love JTE, and I'm sure we'll see you again soon.
All right, well, you see that, look, the Finstock Exchange never lacks for confidence, even in a loss. And Jillian did such a great job at Jilly Marie on Twitter, in person, interviewing them, and just trying to sift through the emotions of a match like that. But JTE never seems like he loses himself in a match. He never seems to get too down on himself. He just knows he didn't get the right questions, and he has every bit of confidence he can bounce right back.
It's experience. I mean, the guy has been in a lot of high-profile matches, and you never can count him out because, oh, well, he lost a chance. But yeah, but then he can go and beat someone like Adam Collins like that. He can go and you put him up against Dan Murrell. And everyone, Dan will win. Don't say that when JTE plays because JTE can beat anyone in this league. Today, though, Chance was locked in, Chance got the questions, and Chance is the #1 contender.
Chance is your #1 contender, and that's how it shakes out here at Scum and Villainy Cantina, right in Hollywood on Hollywood Boulevard. Special thanks to everybody at Scum and Villainy for hooking us up, and our great crew for having such a cool setup here, and most importantly, Gollum. He's right over there, just keeping watch over all of us and our precious studio audience. They were great today.
All right, the Schmoedownlive.com is where you can get tickets to New York on October 9th. You're going to be there for New York Comic Con. We'll be there on Saturday night, and on the night before, me and this character are going to be doing stand-up at the New York Comedy Club. Come check us out over there.
Look at this guy. I'll be actually there Thursday and Friday.
Friday.
He might show up.
Oh, we'll see.
You never know. With this guy, he's mercurial.
And we are almost sold out at the Schmoedown
Well, we'll be
Spectacular. If you're
eradicated,
thinking
I
about it,
think.
you're on the fence, get those tickets today.
Where do I have to
It
fly to?
is December 4th. You can just roll out of bed and probably hit the...
That's the one in downtown LA,
That's
December
right.
4th. The Globe Theater is such a great venue. We look forward to seeing your smiling faces there for the Schmoedown Spectacular and the expo beforehand.
Well, thank you guys so very much for joining us today. Our great crowd here today, our crew, everybody involved. We'll see you very soon. For Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. See you next time.
Okay, that was a great one. And I'm actually pretty happy that it was so fast because it was an in-studio match. Anyways, I got 7 questions right in that match, which is about my average when it comes to singles. I'm just happy they had a bunch of animated questions, so I could actually get some points. Probably could have gotten a few more in the Mel Brooks category. Again, I knew the Guy Pearce one. Just for some reason I said Jeremy Irons because I don't know why. I don't know how I got those two mixed up. But I had a moment. I had a JTE type moment. Anyways, congratulations to Chance Ellison. Unfortunately, I got spoiled now for his match against Moose Haas, which is going to be the next one I'm going to watch. Unfortunately, double time. I also got spoiled to who won the match between Marisol and Ethan. So, I already know kind of how this is going to shake out, mostly. But, yeah, that's really all I have to say for now. I'm going to go ahead and not waste any more time and watch the Moose Haas Chance Ellison match. Goodbye for now, everybody.
Hello again, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.